What's up, everybody? Thank you for stopping by to my channel. Today, we are getting into another Stray Kids video. Now, if you guys know, you know, I love me some Stray Kids. This is 5 hours ago. This got released. So, you know the drill. If you guys haven't seen the video yet, jump on over there, see the video, then come back and we'll finish this reaction. And for those of you who are ready, let's go. Let's count it down. This is called This and That. 1, 2, 3.
Everything I do multiply by 2. I got this and that, this and that. We could take a coupe or a truck, vroom vroom. I got this and that, this and that. Cappuccino and Americano. I'll take this and that, this and that. I'ma rip a show and then hit the studio. I'll do this and that, this and that. Groovy하게 걸어 look at me. 이미 pulled 두 마디로 끝냈지. 머리를 쿵이랑 날개로 still moving. Starting 9, 눈 감아 봐도 분위기는 잔치. 내비도 그래도 찾아먹지 식성대로 오지랖 곱빼기 빼도 요청 나를 써놨어. 제발도 넣었어. 우리가 나왔어. 골라서 내가 선택한 대로 flowing. 원래 가고 싶은 대로 I'm running, running, running. Everything I do multiply by 2. I got this and that, this and that. We could take a coupe or a truck, vroom vroom. I got this and that, this and that. Cappuccino and Americano. I'll take this and that, this and that. I'ma rip a show and then hit the studio. I do this and that, this and that. 원해도 멈출 수 없는 challenge. Hot and cold 뭐든 괜찮아.
Okay, first off, the headless dancer, that is fucking cool. I've never seen that before. Oh man, this beat is wild, man. This is some really, really good production. I love all the elements, the elemental stuff that's kind of flying in on the right side, left side of the ear. This like very chorus phase at the same time, like some very cool pad that has a real short decay. I can hear those firing off like that in the verses, and that sounds beautiful. Also, kind of the bass, it kind of sounds like a boy. All I can say is it sounds like it's warping itself over a spectrum. It's like it's very cool, man. There's a lot happening in just that 1.2 seconds of an instance. So this has been very carefully produced. You can tell that the production of this song, this was no, you know, let's just put it together and put it out like that. There's been a lot of thought, mixing, and the mastering to this. Mwah. Man, I don't want to say too much more. I'm more on the other side. Let's go. Let's keep it working.
I ain't getting no pain. I show you the way. I got no shame and I'm 이것저것 랩든지 이미 오래 뺐지. Yeah, 지루함은 뺐지. 그건 오래전에 뺐잖아. 매운 고기 뺐지. 절대 빠질 수 없겠지. 내 왼쪽 가슴 속에 박힌 Stray Kids 뺐지. 절대 남은 해서 꿈을 sketch. Let's get it 기획해줘 성공 by match. 또 보여줄 건 나는 너에게 이것저것 Everything I do multiply by 2. I got this and that, this and that. We could take a coupe or a truck, vroom vroom. I got this and that, this and that. Cappuccino and Americano. I'll take this and that, this and that. I'ma rip a show and then hit the studio. I do this and that, this and that. We can go fast, we can go slow. If you can choose, you can have both. Can't stop us now. Go! Everything I do multiply by 2. I got this and that, this and that. We could take a coupe or a truck, vroom vroom. I got this and that, this and that. Cappuccino and Americano. I take this and that, this and that. I'ma rip a show and then hit the studio. I do this and that, this and that. This and that. Talking this and that and that, this and that.
Very cool. Very, very, very cool. Well, what can I say? First off, I love the very, very in the big that voice there going through that spectral VST that's on Logic. Very cool. Very cool. I love that. I love the rolling sound of how they're using almost a rolling rubber band sound on some of their keyboards and the bass. The breakdown, the whole key modulation, that was super cool. Very, very cool. It right away brought me to the future. It brought me to the artist Future and some of how he works, some of the production, real abstract, real like you just didn't see it coming. That you did not see coming. Overall, wow, love it. I have one complaint. I know. You guys are gonna be like, what? The complaint that I have is the mastering. I may have spoke too soon. I love the mastering as far as I like the volume. What I don't like about it is I think the master guy put a little too much distortion on the overall master. There's parts where you hear the bass coming in and the bass sounds real clean and round and very, very like very specific as far as the aim of how that bass is being centered in the mix. That's a lot of work to do. That's a lot of work, and there's a lot of EQ just to that bass that needs to happen more on, I don't know, actually taking some of the mid-high, bringing it over, coning it, and actually giving a little more mid presence to the bass. And that sounds sweet when you can pull it off. Problem to it is that at first when I was listening, I thought it may have been a kick drum, but I realized it wasn't. It's the overall mix. So when the master guy put this together, they always tend to add distortion because distortion gives it a little more presence. It gives it a little more roughness. But sometimes too much distortion when you think you're not hitting it hard, you're actually hitting it hard and it starts to eat away some of the other frequencies that are sitting in that distortion balance. Mostly, you're going to take away a lot of the high-end saw sounds, like a lot of the keyboard stuff, the high-end buzzy keyboard stuff. And in here, it sounds like a lot of the keyboard buzzy stuff they were using was coming from Reason. It sounds like Reason. And I say that because Reason has some really, really cool sounding top boards, but they're very thin, very, very thin. And putting too much distortion on the overall mix can sometimes really start to eat those already thin sounds that, man, those sounds start to get eaten. You know what I mean? Because those sounds are already distorted. So when you start to distort the overall mix like that, it kind of does this inverse kind of thing with those sounds. Instead of promoting it and making it sound more distorted, that's what you would think. But no, depending on where it sits, it starts to create a vacuum. That's what I'm hearing with that. And it's my only complaint was just too much distortion on the overall master. Now, is this going in the fucking playlist? You better believe it. That brings me back to, oh man, when Skrillex remixed, what was the name of that? It was by, oh my God. Jump up, boy. I can't remember the artist. His name is right here. It's right there. I can see it, but I just can't say it. All right. Anyways, it kind of just reminds me of that Las Vegas hip hop sound, that thing. And it's cool. It's cool. It's large. That's what's cool about it, is because of the BPM of the song and the way that they've mixed it. It literally just gives it a huge, robotic, giant kind of sound. And I really, really dig that. I really do. Great job, Stray Kids. Great job. I really dig this. I can't wait to hear the remixes to this. There's got to be some hot ass shit coming for that. So, all right. Well, thank you guys. Thank you very much for stopping by. And if you haven't yet, please like, subscribe, and put that notification bell on so you know the next time we drop one of these Stray Kid videos. Stray Kids. You guys killed it. Great job, production. These guys produce their own stuff, right?
Yeah, but there was other producers.
Let's see real quick before we could take off. Who produced it?
Yeah,
Producers.
Before we take off,
Bang
Go
Chang,
Bobcat.
of course, the Stray Kids, Monsters and Strangers from the U.S., Isaiah Tejada from the U.S., and Telly from the U.S., Raymond from the U.S. So a lot of producers. But you know what? Doesn't matter because at the end of the day, song came out big, came out awesome. So, all right, guys, thank you for stopping by, and we will talk to you guys later. Have a great week. Peace.